Hi, this is Clint. Let's put this guitar away. I just played a little bit from a song called Feels Like the First Time by a band called Foreigner. Now, I played that because 2 weeks ago, for the very first time, I went through a medical procedure called cystoscopy. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my experience and some insights on cystoscopy to hopefully give you, all you guys who are booked for cystoscopy, or if your doctor has suggested that you get booked for a procedure like that, then this will give you a little bit of an idea what it's all about. It's a way for the doctor to take a look at the inside of your bladder and also inside your urethra tract and where your prostate is. And yup, the only way to get it up there is to shove it up your dick. Your pecker, your yin-yang, your wang, yes, your penis. Now, even the toughest guys out there, the very thought of having something shoved up your dick is just frightening. So I was pretty nervous. I did my research, and half the guys thought this was the most horrific thing they've ever experienced. Some guys thought it wasn't too bad, so I didn't know who to believe. But anyways, the morning when I went to the hospital, I found myself pretty calm, which was surprising because at that time, I probably just gave in. I just surrendered. And I thought, look, lots of guys go through cystoscopy. They do okay. I might as well just man up. Just get it over with. So I was pretty calm until they brought me into the room where they did the procedure. They put you into a hospital gown. You can keep your clothes from the waist up, like your shirts. You can keep all that on. You can keep your shoes on. But from the waist down, you have to take everything off. And then they put you in a hospital gown. So I went in there, and the nurses prepared me. You know, they sat me down in this special chair with stirrups where you put your feet up there. It's almost like a exam type of chair that women go through when they have gynecological exams, sort of like that. So it's just not the most pleasant position to be in, especially in front of nurses. But anyways, the doctor came in, and I thought they were going to wash me down, but instead he took this little container of antiseptic solution, just poured it all over my dick. Okay, poured it in, and I guess that did the job of cleaning everything. And then I saw the cystoscope. Now, you might think that this thing being shoved up your pecker is just this little thin fishing line thing. No. I kid you not, it was at least as thick as this pen here. And I was thinking, how the heck is this thing going to fit inside my dick? I don't know. But anyways, it is what it is. I even thought about making a joke like that. Well, hey, I'm an Asian guy. Do you have like a small size? But I didn't say that. But anyways, again, I just accepted the fact that they were going to shove that up my dick. So the next step is that they use some type of numbing gel. Okay, they put it in this syringe and they shoot it up your pecker because obviously I was awake for this procedure, so they had to use some type of, I guess, local anesthetic. Now, I would equate this to the freezing anesthetic that the dentist will give you. You know how when they shove a needle up your mouth, okay, and they inject some freezing? It's kind of like that, and when I compare the two, I would actually say that the dentist needle hurts more. Now, in a dental situation, when they inject the freezing in your mouth, they usually want you to wait for about 10-15 minutes for the stuff to take effect. So I thought this was going to be the same situation here. They're going to wait for a while. But nope, they took me by surprise. My doctor basically shoved the cystoscope right inside my pecker, almost like right away. Took me by surprise again. Now, I didn't see what was going on because the gown was up here and I couldn't see what was happening down there. That might have been a good thing. But when they were actually putting it into my wiener, it was okay. it wasn't that bad. Now, with advanced research, I knew that where the point that it was really going to be painful was when they put the cystoscope through the bladder sphincter. That's the muscle area that kind of stops the pee from flowing out your bladder. Pretty well everybody who went through this, they all say the same thing. That's the point where it's going to hurt. And sure enough, as he went further up, I felt a very sudden, sharp pain. And I kind of figured this was the area that they were going through. And even the doctor said, well, we just got the hardest part through. And that was going through the sphincter of the bladder. And again, I kid you not, that is going to hurt. But once it's through, it's over really quickly. There's no more pain. So it's a very sudden, sharp pain, but it's over in a flash. So just get ready for that. Now, when the cystoscope is inside the bladder, again, I heard some guys tell me that the whole time it's inside the bladder, it's just really painful. It's only supposed to be a few minutes, but it felt like forever. In my case, I didn't feel that way. When the cystoscope was inside the bladder, it was actually okay. Now, at that point, they actually dimmed the lights and they put all the images on a TV monitor, which was facing me. So I was able to actually see inside my bladder. I have to admit, I was kind of fixated on the TV monitor because how often do you get to see the inside of yourself? And at this point, the doctor was kind of talking with me and showing me the different parts of the bladder. And he said, oh, okay, it looks pretty good. And I was kind of fascinated by that. And then he pulled it out a little bit so I can actually see where the prostate was. And I was asking him questions. I was saying, you know, how big do you think it is? Does it have an anterior lobe and all that? And we were just talking through that. And I think because I was so focused on the TV monitor, I didn't really feel what was going on down there, which is a good thing. So I would suggest for all you guys going through this procedure, when the TV monitor is on, look at it. Okay, look at it and start talking with your doctor because it would take your mind off of what's happening down there. And then he pulled it out. And again, when he pulled it out, it wasn't a problem at all. So again, some guys think that this procedure, even though it lasts only 3 to 5 minutes, and it felt like an eternity, for me, it was like, oh, it's over now. It's over in a flash. Like it's a really quick procedure. So overall, I would say the cystoscopy, it wasn't horrific. It wasn't comfortable either, but it's really not that bad. After the procedure, the nurses told me to go to the washroom and try to take a pee, which I did. And they warned me it was going to be kind of stinging, kind of burning, and I'll be peeing blood. And sure enough, blood came out. And I knew that in advance. And they kind of said, well, you know, you should drink a lot of liquids when you go home, which was kind of, ooh, I don't want to drink so much because that would make me pee more. And I'm kind of nervous about peeing because every time I pee, it's going to burn, right? But they said, no, you want to flush out everything that happened. So drink lots of liquid, give it a chance to flush everything out. And that's what I did. So I went home. My procedure was done at around maybe 1 p.m. And then for the rest of the day, through the night, through the middle of the night, I was peeing burning blood. And by the morning, everything cleared up. So I would say I was peeing burning blood for about 18 hours. So just expect that. It's okay. It would be over. And then everything was fine. Now, in addition, in terms of after the procedure, that first night, it was weird because I felt like I didn't have any feeling down there, except when I pee. But the rest of the time is like, gee, I have no more dick. Maybe this is what women feel like. It's weird because that night, I don't recall having a nocturnal erection. It just didn't happen. So I was a little bit worried. The second night, the nocturnal erection came back. And that's when I kind of realized, okay, everything is healing. Everything is going back to normal. Okay, so that is my experience with cystoscopy. I hope I don't get another one, but if I do, I know it's not going to be that bad. So for you guys who are booked for a cystoscopy, just get it over with. You got to do what you do, and hopefully you found some value in this video. Thanks for watching.